Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy AD from DM3 Entertainment. I'm back with another one. Hit you with the warning, and I'll be right back. Get down on it. Why don't you get down on it? Really want it. Get down on it. You gotta feel it. What's up, y'all? I'm back again. I'd like to say what's up to everybody in the real battle rap community. Salute. Everybody keep doing what y'all doing. But I'm here again, like you know I do. I'm like the minister of information. I'll be on the internet, I'll be on YouTube, and I'll be finding things that's going to educate us as fans of battle rap. So I came across this video, and this brother put together something really good, and it is the 8 elements of modern day battle rap. Things that y'all need to pay attention to, so that when this battle comes up on October 6th, y'all are well informed in what it should be and what it should not be when someone's on that stage doing what they do. So I ain't gonna talk too much longer. I'm gonna hit it up and I'm gonna let y'all check it out.
Element number 1, written. By far one of the clearest and most blatantly obvious elements of modern battle rap, even to the most lay observer, is that it is written. What is the last battle you have watched where a participant, let alone both participants, freestyled? It's been a while since this was a popular format. However, the vast majority of the world is about a decade plus and behind in thinking that battle rap is freestyle in nature. Everyone I talk to think it is, because at one point a lot of it was. Battle fans and battlers also fall prey to this misunderstanding. This discrepancy in understanding what battle rap is and whether it's written or not is greatly exemplified by a battle that we have never seen. Murder Mook versus Marv 1. In general, in the 90s and early 2000s in the Midwest, understanding of battle rap was that it was unwritten and unprepared. Think about the prominent Midwest battlers you might know of the time: Juice, Supernat, Eminem, Idea, Swan, Rhymefest. Most, if not all, are freestyle battlers. In Michigan during this time, this too was the understanding. As somebody from Minnesota, so in the Midwest, both living in North Minneapolis as well as the suburbs, this was the understanding there as well. This well-written battle rap was far more prominent on the East Coast, with New York City and Philadelphia in the forefront of that. Anyways, long story short, Murder Mook and Marv 1 battled, so what do you think happened? Marv 1 came with a knife to a gunfight. Murder Mook's writtens destroyed Marv 1's freestyles. Marv, following the battle, was reported to have said that Murder Mook was the greatest freestyle battle rapper he had ever seen, not knowing, at the time, that it was written. Anyways, today, rap battles are almost universally written. It is a special occasion when we get a freestyle battle from two prominent battlers. And while I appreciate freestyle battle rap, there is a good reason why we've mostly abandoned freestyle battle rap: entertainment purposes. You can either listen to somebody who has practiced and polished their material, or somebody who is literally making it up as you watch. You can hear carefully crafted wordplay and intricate rhyme schemes, or you can hear a bunch of nonsensical bullshit. You can hear someone go on for 6 minutes straight without stumbling, or you can hear someone say, "I'm fucking up, but I still rap tight," after 20 seconds. There's a reason why modern battle rap uses a written format. No shade to freestyle. The second element, acapella. Another obvious one is acapella, so no beats. An element of hip-hop in general is beats, so it's not very surprising that battle rap got its start over beats. But what happens when the beat stops? What happens when the music player malfunctions? What happens in situations like this? Well, you immediately transition to acapella. There's no specific date or even year for the general transitions from beat to acapella, but this generally took place in the early 2000s. And like written versus freestyle, this change was more based on what region you were in and also the time. The most famous example of the transition from beats to acapella is from the Cassidy versus Freeway battle, where Freeway is asked to put a beat on and was denied. Showing that changes in battle rap don't exist in a bubble, the transition from beats to acapella indirectly led to another element: increased crowd reaction. If a performance is over a beat, you can't stop for crowd reaction until you are done because you are riding the beat. Third element of modern battle rap is crowd reaction. Now, crowds have always been part of battle rap. The battle, the bravado, the respect, the achievements. By definition, you need people to be watching. Because, like if a tree falls in a forest, did it really fall, right? If a battle happens, if you kick somebody's ass but nobody sees it, does it count? So you need crowd reaction, you need crowds. But level of crowd reaction has changed greatly over the years. Major interruptions, for example, were not commonplace in battle rap until fairly recently. I'm going to play 4 clips from 4 different years. I want you to consider what the crowd reaction would have been by today's standards.
I advise you to stay in your lane, boss. The age of 13, I was up in the range, dog. Not the one you drive, the one that's dangerous. Boy, get your face to release my anger. Scully black gloves, Dickies from last year. Your crib jackpot, I smell it, the cashier. The baby got 23s, TVs, and glass chairs. I was on the block where you was in cashier. Rip the pumping mask, catching body pumping gas. Make the wrong move, chick. Boom, then I slump his ass. Why you gas, man? You trash. You ain't tight as steel. The butterfly effect. Everything I write is real. Stay in your lane unless you're trying to view.
I see a bitch that's talking, but you're not a star, Jones. I'm a hard storm. You rough as a Brillo. Nah, you that Skittles type. You about as dangerous as Cisco in a pillow fight. What's to call you
You a Ray J fan in the A-Verb level. Toughest nigga in the Midwest is A-Verb mother. Find out where you live. Find out where you live. Walk in, simply get the sparking.
Now, what does this change? A whole bunch of things. First, the style of writing has changed dramatically to appeal to crowd reaction. Instead of generally seeing small punches throughout a performance, battlers are much more likely to have large haymakers to create reaction. I can exemplify this best by showing you two clips. One of several small punches and one of a large haymaker.
I got block control, bottom to the middle, to the top control, cops patrol, got the cops control, got a cop and roll, hide the hard guitars and call it rock and roll, lock and low with the still, I'm on your heels like Dr. Shows, grind with them cookies head, grind trying to shine like LeBron in his rookie year, dimes give me goodies head, I was 9 riding with that 9 in my hoodie gear, all you do is watch niggas shoot, you a bucky head, if you push me there, I give you a heat to hawk you, I mass up, swing by like Peter Parker.
Boy, I squeeze iron leg. Police sirens sped, sirens beam white and red. His whole team finally fled. Boy, there ain't nothing funny here when the police found him dead. I ain't giving a bunny ears when I hold up this piece behind his head.
Now, what else does this change? It changes a lot of other things, but one thing in particular that it does change, which is the next element, is that it makes battles much longer. And that's the next element. Time. Time as an element of modern battle rap can be broken into two sections. Length of the battle and round length. Length of the battle, as mentioned a few seconds ago, is directly correlated with the increase in crowd reaction in battle rap. It's not the only factor, but it is directly correlated. Consider the following. Reed Dollars vs. Trigger, 3 rounds, is a grand total of 8 minutes and 15 seconds. Goods vs. Head Ice is 17 minutes and 50 seconds. T-Rex vs. NH is 18 minutes and 30 seconds. Sue Surf vs. Young Ill is 16 minutes and 30 seconds. And Arsenal vs. Hitman is 22 minutes. By today's standards, that's extremely short, and you see battles with increased crowd reaction have increased length. A good example of this is Jazz Rapper vs. Official with over 1 hour of footage. But it isn't just crowd reaction that increased battle length, it's also round length. So round length is really hugely inconsistent throughout different formats, different regions, different types of battle rap. But it generally has increased. If we can go over a little bit of history here, Cassidy vs. Freeway was between 1.5 and 2 minutes. Freestyle Friday was 30-second rounds, and granted this was television, so I mean that makes more sense. J Mills vs. ENS was 60 to 90-second rounds. Fight Club was 60-second rounds. Philly vs. Harrisburg in 2004 was 60 to 90-second rounds. T-Rex vs. Uncasa, so Smack DVD kind of in the middle, was between a minute and a minute and a half rounds. Who Won a Battle Detroit was 60-second rounds. The first grind time battle ever was 1 minute and 30-second rounds, and the first URL event was 3-minute rounds exactly. Now, like I said, it differs by location. There's definitely older battles that have longer rounds, but in general, the amount of time that takes up a round has increased significantly over the years. I say all of that to say this. Round length in modern battle rap, both planned length and in actual length, is very different than it generally was. 60 to 90 seconds today as a planned length would be laughed at, but it wasn't all that absurd years ago. And on to the next element, which is personalization. In modern battle rap, lyrics are often tailored to the specific opponent. Think about A-Verb's Third Round vs. Hitman, or the recent King of the Dot title match between Head Ice and Roan. Lyrics are tailor-made for your opponent, but it wasn't always this way, and if you think about it, it makes sense. Before battle rap was organized as it is now, especially written battle rap, you didn't necessarily know who you were going to battle or even win. So you just walked around with clips ready to fire, and they were generic. They were just about, you or about other things, not about your opponent necessarily, or at least if they were about your opponent, they weren't directly about him. Or if you were freestyling, your personalization for your opponent was limited to really what you could come up with on the top of your head. Now, this isn't to say that everything said in modern battle rap is specifically for one's opponent, or there aren't generic lyrics. Certainly, that is the case. But there is a huge difference in even slight personalization versus none at all. That gives us many qualities in battle rap, such as personal angles and name flips. Now, it's hard and really kind of impossible to say who started this. In fact, I wouldn't even say that it was one person, but a trend that kind of happened over time. Notable early examples of this include Mook and J Mills having some personalized lyrics.
Don't worry about me. Don't ask me my business. Where was you when your crew got their ass beat on Linux? All I know, Fido got hit by some guy, yo. The shit sounded like he got hit by a Tahoe.
T-Rex flipping Unkasa's name.
You under order protections, running under Rex, hanging under the diplomat, sucking dick. You about to be under cement. You playing with a wrong nigga now, You ain't got no guns, you ain't got no funds. I'm about to leave him up.
And Steel writing for Kaboom.
I got the game on lock with no bell. Rap niggas claiming they hot, they catch hell. And I ain't gotta send no shells, gasoline in the lighter. Man on fire, let him play Denzel. I take the pin out, throw the grenade. Sound like last time you hearing your name.
Among others. And obviously freestyle battle rap is always more personalized since it's usually referencing something that's happening at the time. Another big change we've had, and the very next element of modern battle rap, is YouTube. Seems like a weird element, but this is for sure an element of modern battle rap. What is the last battle you have watched that was not on YouTube? Very few of us can say that we watched the majority on pay-per-views, DVDs, live events, or really any other format. It's almost completely YouTube-based. Modern battle rap and YouTube go hand in hand. Grind Time started on YouTube. King of the Dot started on YouTube. Ultimate Rap League started on YouTube, even though it existed as some activity prior. Think about this. There is no prominent modern battle league that does not primarily use YouTube. It's completely uniform. We differ on styles, languages, audiences, but we all use YouTube. YouTube's accessibility is a foundation of battle rap. If it weren't for YouTube or something like it, modern battle rap would not exist. It would be controlled by a large company and be effectively neutered. YouTube's accessibility to just random people also allows for battle rap to be global. Anyone, anywhere with a camera can start a battle league in a few hours. Also, blogging and making videos about battle rap is made possible through YouTube. Another huge part of battle rap through the YouTube lens is monetization of the final product. Battle leagues get paid through their creations, and this moves right into the next area, money. There was a point where you could have the best battle rappers in the world all together to battle for little to no money. Battle rap, however, now is a $1 million industry, with both leagues and battlers profiting from battle rap. Now, this isn't to say that there was no money in early battle rap. DVD kings such as Smack and Big Star certainly made money from their product. Fight Club had battles for tens of thousands of dollars. Guys like The Source won money in battle competitions. Some people were getting paid, but overall it was less regular and less routine. Nowadays, even lower tier battlers get paid from this, both in local leagues and larger leagues. The top battlers get paid or demand huge amounts of money. Consider Murder Mook and J Mills asking for $100,000. Now, like other elements on this list, this is not a sudden change. It isn't like people weren't getting paid at all and now they were. It was a gradual transition towards more people getting paid more money. And the situation with money has certainly changed and largely defined modern battle rap. Matches will not and cannot happen due to money. The last element of modern battle rap that I would identify is choking and the rules in regard to choking in modern battle rap. The rules in regard to choking in modern battle rap are really the most easily overlooked element of modern battle rap. Pre-modern battle rap, if you choked, you were done. There are great examples of this. Consider the reaction of the chokes from Rain Man vs. Ruck in 2004.
You gonna have me tripping, have me a sentence, have me sitting with Sean. Stop running your mouth or you running to death, you dumb son of a bitch. Rain one of the best. Look, think you slick, blink you bitch, a jab of shit. Oh my god, fuck he's not the hottest. Lick it so you can't walk in every move critical. Okay, so it's even now. It's even now. We're even.
Or consider what happened when Miles choked against Lux in 2006.
I ain't with the back and forth and slick shit. I get on some quick shit and pop him in his head like, bitch, come on, come up out of that bread. Look. It's over. It's over. It's over.
You choke and you are done, and that was a general rule. An International P of Fight Club said it best.
Let me break down the rules for you. It's 3 rounds, 60 seconds a round per MC. You stutter, you gone. That don't mean you lose. That just means you lose your turn.
And it wasn't only the early 2000s that had this characteristic. Consider URL's early events. A choke was the end of a round.
Fuck letting the chrome spit, he's soft. I just beat him till my bones rip. He a youngin'. Fuck, how the fuck?
Current day, this is completely different. If a battler chokes, they're encouraged to get it back and to get their shit off. We have plenty of notorious examples of this happening in modern battle history. One of the best is Loaded Lux choking versus Calico, where he was allowed 2.5 minutes to try to recover. The reason for this transition is not really written in stone, but consider the following. If you are a league owner, would you want to pay several $1,000s for a battle to occur and have an entire piece of that battle missing from the final product? If you are a battler, would you want the lyrics that you wrote, that quite often cannot be reused on any other opponent because they're personalized, to be scrapped?
Alright, y'all. I had to hit y'all in the head with some more knowledge of battle rap for those who are not educated. You know how I do. I'm AD, you know, and I feel as though it's my duty. I love hip hop. I love battle rap. So I got to educate the rest of the fans out here that don't understand. So as y'all see on the screen, Lockdown is coming October 6th. Hopefully y'all got y'all tickets. If you ain't inside, you know, be outside. Make sure you get that pay-per-view, because that's what I'm going to do. Make sure I'm watching that joint. But I'll be in Philly, so those who that's down with the real battle rap community, see y'all in Philly, yo. And like I said, another video to educate everybody. So get on track, y'all. Get on track. Peace out. Till next time, you know, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and everybody keep it real. Peace.